Now we're going to take a look at our inspector. The inspector is found up here in the top right hand corner. When I first launched my inspector, you'll notice that it looks very similar to the inspector in Pages or Keynote if you're familiar with using that. It really helps us to modify the look and the feel of all the elements of our iBooks. I want to first just take you through the document section of this. It kind of gives us the metadata for our book. So if anybody was going to search for your book in the iBook store, then you would want to insert that data here. So any kind of keywords, comments to your readers, and down here in the bottom is an important little feature. If you wanted to lock the viewing of your book into just landscape mode, then you're going to disable the portrait orientation. So that way when your readers rotate their iPad to be in portrait, it will stay in landscape view. However, I want you to see what landscape view looks like, so I'm going to take that checkbox off. The next part of that inspector toolbar up at the top here is the layout of our book. So this is going to allow us to change the numbering of our pages and the chapters and the sections. If I click on my layout, I can also change the layout of a particular section. So if I'm just going to select this section here, and I notice that it says 1 column. If I wanted to increase that to 2 columns, I could do that, and you'll see that that's going to change the layout of that particular section. The next one is my wrapping. So if I insert an object, like I've inserted this picture right here, you'll notice that it's set to be wrapped. So the text is going to wrap around that object. It's going to stay anchored. If I wanted it to be floating, I could change that. So we'll look at inserting a floating object here in a few minutes. The next one is my text. There's lots of different ways I can format my text. In addition, I also have my formatting bar up here that anytime I'm selecting some text, I can change the look and the feel of that text as well. So let's say I wanted it to be in Futura and size 24 font, I could go ahead and do that. Notice I can also change the character spacing, the line spacing, and paragraph spacing, and even adjust my margins. So I'm just going to change those back here. I can also look at bullets and lists that I make. My next tab is inserting a graphic. So we'll spend a little bit more time on this here in a few minutes. I can also change the dimensions, the position, the rotations of any graphic or image or widget that I put into my book. So notice that as I change that, it will rotate as well. And if I wanted to, I could just insert a number there and call that good. I can also input a table and a chart. So this is going to be similar to using numbers and inserting chart of data. I can spend some time hyperlinking different words or figures in my book. Again, we're going to spend some more time on this in a minute. And then also widgets and designing the look and feel of your widgets.